There are plenty of reasons to skip out on exercising. Not enough time, maybe you're sore, maybe you're not feeling so great, but what about if you're too tired?
This happens a lot for me, so I'm glad we have our 9 health expert, Dr. Payal Kohli, here to answer this question this morning. Dr. Kohli, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Okay, so this is something I've wondered about a lot because especially on waking up so early in the morning.
Being all off.
But you know, we really do care about our fitness and our health. What is this study? There's a new study out about this. What does that say?
Yeah, so we've actually looked at, when we should be exercising, and it's different for men and women, and whether you should exercise when you're tired or not. And really the answer is, it depends. It depends on your reason for being tired. So if you're physically tired, in other words, you're just getting over an illness, you haven't had enough sleep, your body, your muscles are fatigued, you're actually probably going to create more harm than good by pushing yourself and exercising. But if it's more of a mental fatigue, where you're just like, oh, it's the end of the day, I want to be lazy, let me just sort of hang out, then I would say you got to push through it, because actually exercise will create those chemicals that will help you, get energized and feel even better.
The endorphins, right? I mean, right? We were quoting Legally Blonde a little bit earlier that exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy.
Endorphins, serotonin, circulation, because you're actually increasing blood flow, to all of your muscle groups. And then over time, you'll see that the quality of your sleep, so the way that your body repairs and restores itself while you're sleeping, actually improves significantly as well.
Interesting.
Are there specific workouts that are better when you're tired?
Yes, so I generally tend to tell people to avoid any kind of intense cardio within 2 hours of their bedtime. So that's really important, because what you'll actually do is paradoxically impact your sleep quality by getting too energized and sort of resetting your body's clock. If you start, hitting the gym, some of the stuff that I've seen Jordan do on Instagram, the leg lifts, the stretches, the yoga, that's better at bedtime, because that stretches the muscles almost like rubber bands, kind of releases some of those relaxing chemicals, almost like getting a massage right before bedtime.
It does not feel like getting a massage, although I do like you think about it like that. One thing I think that helps me is to create a list in my head of what's my priority here for the day. Do you have, like, maybe just off the top of your head, like, if you're tired, the biggest priority is sleep, and then it's fitness, or it's hydration? It's, do you have kind of a ranking of how you go about your day? Yeah,
so I would say the most important thing is to nurture your body first and then push it to do things. And that means at work, that means, with physical fitness, that means, anything that you're doing. So hydration is at the top of my list always. Hydration and sleep, those are the 2 most important things. And unfortunately, those are the things we sort of chip away at the most. We also want to be careful what types of foods we're putting inside our body. So what you don't want to be eating a lot of, especially before your workout or at the end of the day, is a lot of saturated fats, which we tend to do at dinner. Because we eat that heavy meal. And you don't want to be eating a lot of heavy protein either, which is a little paradoxical if you think about it, because you want a protein load, but you want lean proteins, because those heavy proteins actually divert the blood to our stomach so that it's not available to go to our muscles during our exercise.
Oh, that's so interesting. Also, rest is whenever our body heals and our muscles grow.
It's so true. Well, that's an interesting study. I'm glad that you came in. When you sent us this idea, we were like, we need to know about this.
Very interesting. And women actually who exercise in the morning burn more fat, whereas men who exercise in the evening burn more fat.
Hey, okay. Right on track.
So I'm going to wake up at 1 a.m. and exercise. Perfect. Dr. Kohli, thank you.